Hello friends, Jai Shri Ram. Aloe vera has very much become a superfood of the modern time. Many people like to eat aloe vera in the form of aloe vera juice, or some people even apply it on their faces. Either ways, you first need to take the jelly out of the leaf. And this video focuses on that process. I'll tell you how to take the maximum amount of jelly out of these leaves. I have taken various types of leaves. Some are long, some are short, some have this kind of a concavity, how to deal with it. I've basically I'll be showing you an example of these four leaves, okay, so that if I don't get one leaf right, then you can see how I peel the other leaf. Okay, and let us run a running commentary while I do this, so that you get to know what is going through my mind while I'm doing it. Okay, so let's get started. Let me start with this leaf. You will notice that this part is sealed. Why? Because when you cut a leaf right from the plant, it bleeds a lot. It bleeds yellow liquid, and that yellow liquid is like platelets of human body. It joins these two surfaces, and after keeping it like this for a day or two, these two surfaces are joined and it doesn't bleed. Now if you cut this part, so how much part do you need to cut? Cut the concave part, the entire concave part. You just have to cut. It is absolutely useless. You won't be able to do it. Okay, so cut this part. So when you cut it, you will notice that now it is not bleeding. But when you cut it fresh from the plant, it bleeds a lot. Okay, now what you do is you take this kind of a peeler tool. You get this edge into the peeler tool, and then you move the peeler tool across the entire leaf. Now to facilitate this, don't hold it like this, otherwise the leaf is going to bend, okay, or it may break also. So hold the leaf across your hand so that you get some support to the leaf. And in this position, you see that it is properly rested. In this position, see, I'm not holding it like this, I'm holding it like this. Okay, I'm holding it like this so that it is completely rested on my arm. Now I'm getting this edge into my peeler tool. Now to facilitate it, don't do it like this. Try to put one finger here, another finger here, so that you get a better traction, and you move it like this. Now once you have the skin in the tool, now you remove all the fingers. You hold it like this now, and you just move the peeler, right? So that's why I was holding it like this. Now see here, if you want a better way of doing it, then pull it forward. Now it is nicely done. Now just peel it. Notice that I was peeling the edge of it, right? But by the time I reached here, the entire ventral side of the leaf is getting peeled off. Okay, the skin on the entire ventral side is getting peeled off, which is a good thing, no problem there. On this edge also you do the same. Okay, now this edge could not be peeled up well. Okay, maybe it was a little it wasn't hard enough, maybe something must have gone wrong. So in that case, what do you do? Now this is a very practical situation. It is also starting to break from here. So if it is starting to break, just break it entirely, no problem. And all the skin is already removed from here, so my work is done. My end target in this peeling thing is to remove the ventral skin of the leaf. So that was already peeled off. Now here, if you see, the skin starts at this point, right? So I'll be holding that part of the skin in my peeler tool. Okay, I caught it in my peeler tool, and now I'll move this peeler tool across the entire ventral side so that all the skin on the ventral side gets peeled off. See, an absolutely clean jelly. Now it is not coming off, so I'll pull it. Okay, now if you notice, the skin has very little jelly left, and that's why you take out most of the jelly by this technique. Now what to do with this jelly? Should we peel it again on the other side? There's an easier way. You take the spoon, you hold it like this. The skin is facing downwards and the jelly is facing upwards. You just cut the jelly using this spoon and you move the spoon across. See, the entire jelly comes out. Similarly on this side as well, you keep the spoon down and you move it across the leaf. so that the jelly comes out. If you think some jelly is still left, then feel welcome to keep doing it. Scrub a little harder and most of the jelly will come out. So in this way, you take out maximum jelly. Now what happens is, sometimes the jelly gets stuck to the leaf, or I mean the this kind of a thing gets stuck. So you just move it between your fingers like this, so that the jelly is on your finger now, and then you can rub your fingers across the edge so that all the jelly falls off into the plate. Same thing here. Okay, now once that is done, this leaf is also, I mean this skin is also mostly clear of the jelly. Now there is this small little part, please handle it very carefully, okay, because it can break furthermore. So what you do is, you try to move the spoon. If you can do it very well, you're very dexterous if you can do that. But if you cannot do that, then you just press it with the spoon, and maybe you can move the spoon around. So even that will take the jelly out if it is a very narrow leaf. Okay, so this is how you take jelly out of any leaf of aloe vera. Now once this is done, move the jelly promptly into the blender. Why? Because if you have too much of jelly, it is going to be a little sticky, and then you won't be able to peel other leaves properly. If you have too much of jelly in the plate, then this is going to get stuck to all the other leaves as well, and that's not a very comfortable state to be in. Okay, I would even recommend move your finger like this and just get all the jelly inside. If you really want to be economical, if you don't want to waste any jelly, then just move your finger like this, and then you rub the finger across any edge like this. Got it? So this is how you peel one leaf. Now I showed you one leaf. Now let me show you these 3 more leaves, just in case you missed out the step anywhere. Then let me show you these leaves too. I'm cutting the concave part, then the flesh is exposed. I'll grab hold of it in the peeler tool. I'll move the peeler tool across the ventral side. I'll do the same with the other edge. Now here this is slipping. Why? Because my hand is also slippery now. So the way to do it is, you hold it maybe with other fingers like this, and then try to get hold of the skin. Once the skin is in your contact, now I won't be able to move it because of this finger, right? So move your finger like this, and it's mostly like holding a guitar. You hold it like this and just move the tool across. I could not do that, so I'm holding it like this now. Now my fingers are not in the way, so that I can do my job better. Why is it not happening? Because this tool itself is also sticky due to all that flesh of the leaves. So it's not going to work unless I really wash this off nicely. See, it has a lot of things clogged into it, so I need to wash it nicely. If it happens with me, believe me, it's going to happen with you as well. So wash it off nicely. I've broken the leaf also, so it's going to be even more difficult. In such circumstances, you can obviously use a knife. Okay, so that will get the work done better. Just in this particular case, because it was really delicate. I had already broken the leaf into 2 parts. That's why I'm using this knife. Otherwise, normally I would use the peeler tool, because peeler tool is a little more economical. Knife can leave some part of the jelly on the skin. Of course, you can always rub or scrub the skin off the jelly, or scrub the jelly off the skin. Yeah, so this is how you do it. Again, here also you do the same thing. Yeah, now move the jelly out. Done. Now here again you use the spoon to, now some skin is left like this. Now there is a particularly difficult state to be in. So in this state, what will you do? What I'll do is, I'll use this knife. Maybe I'll give an incision like this. I'll hold it like this. I'll give an incision like this. Okay, I'll hold it like this, and I'll move this spoon across it. Okay, done. Of course, you always have to move your finger across the leaf blade so that any jelly left can be taken out. Okay, done. Once that is done, yeah, this thing is remaining, so let me just remove it a bit. Yeah, now this jelly has to go into the blender. Got the idea? Don't forget this last step. You should take maximum jelly out of the plate as soon as possible so that the plate is cleared for the next leaf. Now comes our next leaf. This is a little smaller, so it's going to be a little easier. Again, the concave part I'm going to cut using my scissors. I'm going to get hold of the skin. I'm going to give a long peel without letting the skin get cut in between. Yeah, but it got cut over here, so no problem. Okay, so I have skin starting from here, so I'll hold it into a tool. I'll move it like this so that everything comes out. Now this part is going to be a little tricky. So I'm cutting it from here. It was already broken also. I'm going to give an incision like this so that this part can be spread like this, and then I'm going to move the spoon over it. I'm going to scrape the flesh off the leaf using spoon. Okay, again, use your fingers to remove every bit of flesh. Yeah, then the other part of the leaf, do exactly the same thing. Done. And now the final leaf. I've shown you 3 examples so far. There's the 4th example. Purposely I'm showing you so many examples so that, oh yeah, the final step should not be skipped. Now purposely I'm showing you so many leaves so that if I leave one thing while peeling one leaf, then you catch that in the next time. And there's also a proof of concept that there's a very easy way of peeling off um, the leaves. So if I can do it flawlessly 4 times, then you can also do it. It proves the concept basically. See, this is done, and then this part, I'm holding it like this. Wow, I peeled this one really well, and look at the skin. It is so lean, nothing got wasted. Very nicely done this time. So practice makes a human perfect, you know that. Okay, very well done. And the last step, take the jelly off. So this is how you basically peel the leaves of aloe vera and you take the jelly out. Now this must be the jelly of maybe around 8 leaves. Very little jelly comes out. So this much is sufficient for you to have aloe vera juice. By the way, add equal amounts of water, blend it, you can drink it. And otherwise, this jelly which is there, you can apply it on your face. The jelly which will be left, or maybe when you run it through the blender, and still if it is sticky, then apply it on your face. Don't waste it. Okay, and this thing, of course, you can put into your garden. This can form a nice compost. uh, it can act as a fertilizer. Okay, until next time, this is Amit signing off. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you so much for seeing the video till the end. It does mean a lot to me. Could you also please see the video description? It has index, link to the study material, and also if I've shown any products in this video, then the purchase links to those products. The comment section is open for your suggestions and also for your doubts. I always answer to the first 100 comments on every single video. If you want to support my work, here's my QR code or my UPI ID is amit.shirasao@upi. Until next time, this is Amit signing off. Jai Shri Ram.